losing my panda as well. And you'll see why I actually like this strategy, is because they can't actually push your base, because they take a lot of damage from the wards. We get the raider kill. I should have just run to my base, because that's way quicker than running around these trees. Yeah. My Shadow Hunter lives, though. That's good. So, Raj. This is actually... as I said before, I don't really know what else to commentate on, other than my hero selection. Because my general timing is going to suck with this. As I said, it's one of the first few games I played with it. And my panda dies because he has a boots of speed, and it's a panda without a boots of speed. But, yeah. Too bad. Let's see. He comes to push. This is actually really bad for me. Not only because I don't have a hero, but because I only have 2 weak grunts, a raider, and a spirit walker. And let's see, he should be at 50 food. He's at 45. He's pretty darn close. So, here's where the wards come in handy. My hero's in a really bad spot, so I'm going to have to TP. And I TP a little earlier than most people would because he has Hex. And I don't want to get hexed, so I TP. I TP into the back of my base as well, just because it works better. So, as I said, he can't really push my base, especially with my base build, because I have a couple offensive burrows. The one kind of next to my barracks, and the one squeezed between my altar, stronghold, and spirit lodge. So I kind of exit my base a little bit because I figure he's gone, and that was a lie. So he gets a really nice ensnare off, which kind of screws me, and my panda gets trapped. But he gets the one ensnare I'm talking about is the one with the grunt in front of my base. And this is where Drunken Haze kind of comes in handy, because it kind of stacks with the evasion thing. You can use Dispel to get rid of it, but whatever. So that dies, and here's where I kind of get into a bad position. But I make the best of it, because I'm good. So I put up my wards, and that's basically what's going to force him out of my base. I get an ensnare off on his raider. I'm trying to get an ensnare off on his other grunt, but that doesn't really work. So I trap a couple of his units, and he's forced to TP. And you'll notice that he loses an advantage by trying to gain an advantage, which was he was just going to push and try and end it. And basically, I fended it off because I went wards, really. And yeah, now I have the advantage. And that's just basically how this game works. It's basically playing your advantages. If you have an advantage and you don't push it, you're probably going to lose your advantage. But if you don't have an advantage and you don't try to do anything to gain an advantage, then you're just basically screwing yourself. And the way that I look at it is, well, you know, if you're losing, you might as well try something because, you know, you're losing. And if you're winning and you do something crazy, then you just kind of look like an idiot. Instead of having the rationale, well, I was losing, what else could I do? So I think I get creepjacked again. Oh no, I said the Blade Master, so I'm like, oh crap, he's gonna go harass my stupid lumber peons, and yeah, I hate that crap. So, oh, he actually expos at the spot that I crept out. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, I kind of chill in my base and burrow up. I figure I have enough lumber. When it comes to Blade Master harassing, what I'm going to say is that basically up to tier 2, you should probably, like when you're in mid-tech, what you should probably do is you should actually harass his lumber peons. When he's got his tier 2 buildings up, harass his gold peons. And the reason that this is because he won't need any more lumber. You'll notice I have 660, 70, 700. So I'm really not short on lumber. Now here I get a pretty nice position. He gets peons in, so that's kind of bad for me. I get my spirit links off, and I get the first raider kill. I also hit level 2 on my panda, which is good. He uses some nice dispels, Unfortunately, I don't really cast Spirit Link as quickly, or as I should. He gets decent positioning on my Panda, but once again, Talisman of Evasion, Spirit Link, and Drunken Haze own him. So, especially because I have a Healing Pot. And Healing Wave. So this is why I like the Panda, because a lot of people will be like, oh, it's the Panda, he's kind of weak to good hero focus, so you might as well focus him. But he actually kind of lives forever. So that's what I'm going to say with that. That's why I go with the Panda, because he's awesome. And you'll notice I heal up a little bit before I go back in, and the reason I do this is because he has a shop there as well, and I might as well do the best of what I have. I also believe that he's expoing because he thinks, well, I don't really have an advantage because I was just forced to TP, and yeah. I think that's why he's expoing. Otherwise, it's just a risk that he's taking to gain an advantage. And you can notice this in a lot of pro games as well, that a lot of people will do odd things and you may be like, why are they doing this? And then it ends up working well for them, or it ends up losing the game for them. That's just how it works. So you'll notice I won kind of an uphill battle because he had peons and base advantage. So, yeah, that's my combo. Anyways, I don't really know what else to say about that game. But, yeah. So I'm going to end this audio off here because it's already pretty long, and 50 minutes, wow. I was going to tell a story, but I'll leave that for my next audio, where I'm going to do about 5 audios, and basically I'm going to do Orc versus Human, Elf versus Human, Undead versus Human, and Elf versus Orc, and Undead versus Orc, because Human really doesn't have any problems versus Orc. So that's what I'm going to do for my next audio, countering the mass towers, and I hope you learned something about how to actually approach this game as opposed to just copying what the pros do. And really what you should do is just kind of think about what you're doing, and if it doesn't make sense, you probably shouldn't be doing it. But yes, I hope you learned something in terms of risk-taking / planning ahead / other stuff / random strategies that I use. So I'm going to end the audio off here and see you guys later.